What do we want?
Japan out!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
No whaling!
What do we want?
Japan out!
When do we want it?
Now!
So we're here in support of Sea Shepherd and their operation, the only organisation that is actively in the Antarctic trying to stop Japan from killing the whales, and they have been successful over the last 2 summers in particular in saving hundreds and hundreds of whales that would have otherwise been killed by the Japanese whaling fleet. And for that we thank Sea Shepherd and support them. The Ady Gil, there's six crew members on board whose lives are endangered by that action. Anyone looking at the YouTube clips that are filmed from the 3 ships will clearly see that the Ady Gil was sitting at a standstill and basically is no different from a whale. It's basically defenseless. This is a war against whales, it's a war against the will of the international community to see whales and dolphins protected everywhere. I personally am here from the organisation Surface for Cetaceans to support Sea Shepherd. We are an organisation that is mobilising the world's surf community, the international surf community, against the killing of whales and dolphins. What do we want? When do we want? Now! What do we want? No whaling! What do we want? Japan out! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? No whaling! What do we want? Japan out! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? No whaling! What do we want? Japan out! When do we want it? Now! On the point of wanting it now, let's not be fooled by the Australian government, which has said that they will take Japan to court in 6 months' time. Let me tell you, this is the way the Australian government is absolving itself from doing anything about this issue right now here at this very moment here in the Antarctic. This is a way of not going to the support of Sea Shepherd. Let's have a word from Sea Shepherd.
Woo!
Just like to thank everybody for coming out today. Most of you would know that Sea Shepherd is not a protest organisation, but speaking to our CEO this morning, he's very much behind Brisbane and very much wants to pass on his thanks for everybody coming out here today for our clients, the whales down in the Southern Oceans.
Yeah, hi folks. I've been pushing a boycott Japanese products campaign for quite a while, and also not just Japanese products, but all the whaling nations that are killing whales. It's called Whaling Don't Buy It, and it's a way of putting more pressure on the Japanese government to stop killing the whales. At the moment, the government is looking for a diplomatic solution. That's not going to happen for a while. You know, we've put so much pressure on them; they're still doing it. So another way is for consumers to boycott Japanese products. Now, when Japan, big companies start losing lots of money, when the Japanese government stops getting a lot of revenue, then it's the whole concept of whaling is going to cost them too much money. Already the Sea Shepherds are costing them a lot of money down there, losing their profits. If they start losing a lot of people, start buying Toyotas, Mitsubishis, Sony products, whatever, then they're going to, start losing a lot of business. We've got 4 letters here from 5 letters from different groups that we want to give them, and those letters are expressing our concerns and also our demands to stop killing whales in the Southern Ocean whale sanctuary immediately. And also, it's letting them know there's going to be a huge international boycott campaign of Japanese products if they continue to whale. So we'll just see in a few minutes. Let's hope the Japanese representative will come down and receive our letters. Thanks.
Thank God for Sea Shepherd, the organisation that's gone down there under rough conditions and on cold conditions and has taken a stand. When so many people are saying, oh, it's wrong, and all the rest of it in politics, and doing nothing about it.
Okay, I'm just giving you a rundown of what's going on behind the scenes over there. I've been negotiating with someone from the Japanese consulate to get them to come down. Earlier on it was said that they would, but for some reason that they've said that they're not going to. And I've told them that they have to come down, that's a minimum requirement, and that we can't guarantee what's going to happen here if they don't come down. Last time we stormed the building, and that's certainly an option if the Japanese don't come down and take responsibility for what's going on in the Southern Ocean Whale Sanctuary.
My name's Shannon, I'm representing RemoveSharkNets.com, which is a campaign started up on the Gold Coast. We're here showing our support because the shark nets also endanger the whales This year on the Gold Coast we had 6 strandings, 1 in the first part of the whale season, the other 5 right at the end. We've also had, over the years, calves dying. Many dolphins and things like that also get themselves entangled in the nets.
Representing a Facebook group, believe it or not. Me and a couple of mates started Get Lost Japan, Leave the Whales Alone group. We're now at over 410,000 people, and we hear a lot about Japanese culture, but here in Australia we've got a beach culture, and those whales are part of our beach, part of our culture.
But we're determined to hand deliver these letters, to the consulate in the foyer, so that we've got all the images to go with.
I don't think it'll be done in the foyer. I think they'll accept it.
Well, we need to be able to record it because we need a witness.
I understand what you're saying. Let me speak to liaison officer.
Put this through a shredder and say it never happened. You try to record it with a camera.
Let me speak to liaison officer. Just give me 5.
Well, that'd be good if you could encourage them to come down, because that's our mission.
I think
Okay, well,
We've got plenty of protection.
things could get interesting. Okay,
Plenty of protection. We're non-violent actually.
All you want to do is hand it in front of the media. So I suggest you really encourage them to come down.
consular security is prepared to accept it here.
If we want to meet the consul, these are addressed to the Japanese Prime Minister. They have to be handed what they hand delivered to the
Here's
consul.
an authorised representative. That's as good as you're going to get today.
Who is it?
It's a security guard standing over there.
It's consular security, it's not the training security. It's security for the consul itself.
We'll hold further for the consul to come and take us.
All right.
And tell them that we're still here. We'll stay here.
We'll stay here peacefully out the front.
We'd love you to stay as long as possible, and we may begin and come back tomorrow.
Howie, ask anyone who wants to come and join sitting down. We'll just blockade the building until they come down.
If anyone wants to actually sit down in front of the building, you can do so. The police will probably warn you at some point that it's too long. You can move on, circulate. We need to make it clear to the consul this is not good enough.
And if they don't come to this, if they don't come down, we'll go and blockade the other door. They've got to come down and receive this. They can't back down anymore.
Not wanting to come down and watch all of this.
One cameraman, one stills person, and me and Howard to go up and hand the letters up there, so we will have photographic evidence and witnesses to us doing that. So thanks everyone for staying strong down here and not compromising anymore to the Japanese. So you've got the media reps, haven't
So we're going to go, sorry.
But the ultimate goal here today is to make a verbal and noisy protest so that the Consulate General here in Brisbane can pass on to the Japanese Prime Minister that the whaling should not continue. Sea Shepherd have ensured that the Japanese whaling fleet, the whaling industry has sustained significant losses over the last 3 years, with the Japanese government having to put in tens of millions of dollars to subsidise an unprofitable and unviable business. Sea Shepherd's ultimate objective is to stop the Japanese whaling fleet in future from leaving ports because there's just no need for them to whale, being economically sunk.